traction.
I got your Facebook popped up, so whenever it pops up right here,
Yeah, it should be on the. It'll be on the Dear to Guts page. So let me share that real quick. And then.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah. So let me share that real quick. Post it there.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Let me share that real quick. Post it there.
Now share it to a shit ton of groups. Of course, we gotta share it with Slam.
Right.
Alright. Construct and loathing existence. Do you know what pages all really like Strangled and Aberrant the most?
Nobody likes us.
Yeah, okay. That's why you guys blew up, but sure. Do you know what pages all really like Strangled and Aberrant? Oh, yeah, you probably want to mute the stream on your
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it muted now. Because I was like, why are you asking me the same shit twice, dude?
No, you're good, dude. I just got to make sure you know. All right, don't question me. All right, it is what it
I'm
is.
just a dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
Oh my god, I watched the Joe Rogan of that with Robert Downey Jr. talking
I
about
gotta
that.
see this. I'm doing this interview with a bang little fucking Wingstop right next to me.
Oh my god, don't even show me that, dude. I wanted some so bad earlier. I'm money. I just want to get paid next week. All right.
I'm lucky enough that I get paid like every week, so
I miss that, honestly. When I first started this job as like a contractor and not an official employee, weekly pay was lit. I love that shit. Now it's just like, nah, you gotta get bi-weekly pay. So, yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. With Michael now.
Emily Davis is watching with you.
Hey, nice. Oh, duh, we have an Oklahoma music scene page. Thought we did. Oh, Oklahoma metalheads. Sure.
In case anybody's wondering why we're doing this right now, I had some problems on my end, and then he had a problem on his end, and it was just we were running circles on both of others' ends. So
yeah. Plus, Facebook likes to limit reach significantly, so you gotta you gotta send it out to the masses. Okay, I think I've shared it enough. If anything, I think I'll also just start a watch party. Cool. All right, I think we're good enough to go ahead and get started. All right, so the man of the hour, my guy, Mychal Soto. Let's get going, man. Who are you?
I'm a guy. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
Very nice.
I'm just an old guy playing guitar, trying to write slam riffs.
I feel that. Yeah. So when did you get like started in music, like, or just like even interested in doing any music?
Growing up in church, my dad being a preacher, my mom being the singer, and all of us played an instrument or did something with music. So I was sneaking Limp Bizkit CDs underneath my Christian CDs inside of my little Walkman CD player.
Yeah.
You can hear both the CDs scraping against each other, but I was just always interested in beat down riffs, and sometimes you can hear it in like old new metal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, we got somebody who sent an emote in the Twitch chat. I don't know what that emote is for, but I appreciate it, and I'm glad you're here. But anyway, yeah, no, dude, I definitely get that. Like for me, my start and even being interested was I heard The Devil Was Prada in like '06 or '07, and back then I was like, "Oh, I'm a super huge church kid. Wow, these guys sound really cool and they're for Jesus? Oh my god, how incredible!" And then that's
Yo,
kind of where
I
that
remember
like,
you and Harvey talking, and y'all guys talking about like Christian core and shit. Like, dude, Christian core was tight at a.
dude,
I won't listen to it now. You know what I
yeah.
mean? 'Cause I'm a grown up now, so it's like I've moved on, and but I still like some days I'm just like I might play something old, and not like I'll go to listen to August Burns Red, and I'm like hell yeah.
You
Or
can,
Impending Doom's Nailed Dead Risen is just like that was like the beginning of like ignorantly heavy for me. Like besides like Bring Me the Horizon and Pray for Plagues. Like I
yeah,
remember my buddy showing me that for the first time, and like that's what jumped me away from like I was I was mainly only listening to like Slipknot, Tool, and like new metal type shit at the time. I'd never been interested or introduced to anything extremely heavy. So it was Devil Wears Prada, and then or it was Devil Wears Prada, and then it was Bring Me the Horizon.
mhm.
I was like this is kind of tight.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know. I was like, I haven't really ever been interested in anything like around like these years. I always listen to shit from like the late 2000s because I still think that like Slipknot's self-titled is hands down still the best album on the fucking planet.
yeah, that
Like
happens a
I'm
lot. I
going,
feel like,
that's what it is for me. So like writing heavy riffs for me was like starting with Slipknot riffs. But then I got introduced to Bring Me the Horizon, and then my buddy jumped me from Bring Me the Horizon. He took me to Suicide Silence's No Time to Bleed tour in Oklahoma City. Molotov Solution was on that bill. Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza was on that bill. Conducting from the Grave was on that bill. Oh, another Christian band, My Children, My Bride was on that bill. Like
a
this show was stacked, and like it was my first introduction into all of that, and like I jumped in head first. I walked into the Diamond Ballroom and fucking Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza's on stage. Josh Travis had just started playing Yippee Ki motherfucker. And like I remember whenever I heard him do that, you know what I mean? I was just
yeah,
like, what the fuck is this?
yeah,
I was like, who the fuck been hiding me from this fucking badass fucking riffs? And I just jumped in straight head first. Like I
yeah,
went from that like into like dude between the buried and me, like colors, the anatomy of the Blue album, the Silent Circus, like that era BT Bam like got me into fucking heavier music, and then I dove into like Molotov Solution, and dude, it started escalating. But I listened to some slam, like I want to say like maybe 5 years ago. I remember the first time that Pandora fucking randomly played um fucking Abominable Putridity, and it was the Blue album, and because I can't think of the names right now because I'm fucking baked.
I mean,
But
it's all good.
I mean, I have it on my shorts as a matter of fact.
Oh my
But
god.
I mean, like legitimately, I'm wearing Abominable Putridity shorts.
Hell yeah. You want
But
to show
like, I
them
remember
off, daddy?
yeah.
Yeah, get that sweet knee action. That's what I like. That's what I'm here for. That's what the chat's here for. Also,
Yeah, dude,
David says he loves you. Skylar says goo goo gaga. And
I know exactly what that means. That's
uh
code for let's kick it and buy some PBRs.
oh my god. Hell yeah. Yeah, nah man, like it was weird for me. I started out as like a
Yes,
metalcore kid.
yes,
Like
thank
and
you.
it was just like I heard I think
I fucking see you, Jason. He's like anomalies, bro. I'm like, yes, yes, that's the fucking name of the
yeah.
fucking album.
Yes.
All right,
Hell
everybody
yeah.
say what's up to Frosty. Y'all guys
Hell
don't
yeah.
know who Frosty is.
What's up, Frosty?
All right, so Jason is my ex roommate. Whenever he moved in, like I want to say like a couple weeks into it, I walk into here and he's on the computer recording to a beat, and Starla's sitting next to him, and she's recording like a rap like over one of his beats. Oh shit, this fool's trying to call me. Anyways,
Uh,
so I walked in here. They had recorded 3 rap songs together. My 10-year old,
hell yeah.
and she's
That's
wickedly all right.
I
I'm not
mean,
gonna say like
listen,
she's
just
like
get her on a
rich.
collab with Gengar, dude.
I'm trying to get her to do a collab with Zach.
Oh, you right. Zach needs to actually drop like some actual rap. Unless he secretly has a project, then you know.
What? David's calling me. What, David? Bitch, I'm on the fucking interview right now. I'm talking to the vice president. I gotta go.
Right, that's right, baby.
All right,
That's right.
but
Tell him what's up.
he heard that. Anyways, but yes. So I got introduced to Abono Putridity. I was just like, I listened to this album from beginning to end, but it was the only thing that was like slam oriented. And then fucking YouTube started doing the autoplay shit. Like they
Yeah.
didn't do it at one point in time, so they started doing autoplay finally, and it autoplayed fucking ingested surpassing the boundaries or surpassing boundaries or whatever. Like it came to that album, and I was like, skin dead fucked, and I was just like, I was like, this is it. I was like, this is everything that I have been wanting to fucking play in my life. This is it. And then I got introduced to the Surreption or the Surreption from Ingested. And dude, my fucking I took off. I met Jason and he was like, "Bro, you ever heard of Gorvent?" And I was like, "Nah." And he was like, "How the fuck are you gonna say you listen to Slam but don't know who Gorvent is?" And then I got introduced to fucking Japanese Slam, K-Ball,
Yeah, boy. That's
slamming
what's up.
bulldozer shit.
That's that
Like
good weep shit.
I don't know if anybody's ever heard of needle contaminated pork from Japan, but that's the dude. Oh God, I think the genre name is Niigata Squatting Bulldozer.
Hell yeah.
That's hard as fuck. Like I want that fucking label, but dude, this shit is wild, wild, fucking
Dude,
crazy.
dude, the production work of like Japan in like as a whole in metal is so stupidly good. It's like even like bands that would be like local are like, hey, so we have like a 4K camera. Let's just shoot basically like your average pop style of like quality of a music vid. Cool. All right. Nah, dude, you should have listened to Mirrors before they broke up, dude. I don't know if you did, but that shit went fucking hard. Oh
Who
my.
was it?
It's Mirrors. They're a Japanese like deathcore beatdown.
I swear
Like,
to God, dude, I love everything Japanese bands. Like I love everything. Like there's something about even the heavy beatdown fucking bands over there, like the beatdown hardcore bands. The hardcore bands from over there are fucking amazing. Like there's just something about Japanese heavy music. Like it's, I mean, dude, baby metal's kind of fucking hard.
oh yeah,
Like
dude, karate fucks. Like, I remember when I first discovered them, and I was like, all right, this is pretty lit. And then they came out with karate, and I was like, okay, well, here's my money, here's the album, cool, thanks, I'm just gonna buy it now. And like, just been a huge fan since like I think I heard "Gimme Chocolate," and then I was like, oh well, this is the life I live. Also, Jaden says he loves you, but you probably can't see it because it's in a watch party chat.
who?
Jaden Pruitt, the
I
boy.
love you and I miss you.
The boy. Listen though, Left Hand Path, that shit.
Hard.
Ryan went hard on that mix, dude. I'll tell you
Like
what.
I got showed like a demo of that. I think I want to say like back whenever it was just the instrumental, and I was like, "Who's doing vocals on this?" And Sterling was like, "Jaden." I was like, "He's gonna murder it. He's gonna fucking murder it." Like, all right, let's talk about local real fast
All right,
because
I'm
all
down
right,
for this.
you, Zach, Josh and Jacob, they're one, you know, they're one thing.
Yeah,
But like, and then Skylar, you know what I mean? I see him right now, but like, you think about our local vocalists, like that are fucking good.
yeah, dude.
Pick one of them.
Like after like the first time I ever heard Jaden, I think it was when he was recording for the EP that he was doing with Zayn. I think
Yeah,
like I caught a thing of him like
they
doing
did a
vocals
thing
for it.
together.
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, this boy beefy. I was like, I
Yeah,
want to play with them after like hearing. I heard the EP after it came out, and I was like, I want to play with this fool. And then we finally did like way later, and it was it was the only show we played with them, and the only show we ever will play with them. Dude,
I
Tulsa is
I
lit.
don't know. I don't know if you were there or eh, the people who were there know. Dude, the Skyja EP release party was a fucking party. I have never played a show that was like at a dope venue that was a party. That shit was a party.
Dude,
Like it was fucking sick. I was just like, man. These fools headlining, they getting hella wasted. Like a party. That shit cracked me the fuck up. Dude,
Yeah.
that show was off the chain though, man. Like there's just something about like I love the aberrant that it is now, but there is something about like that era of this band when it was me, James, David, and Zach. Like at that show, man, like that was one of the shows that was just like, yeah,
Was that like at the Vanguard in Tulsa or something? Dude, I'm telling I we played there that for that local fest, which by the way, we did incredibly there. Like people are super just like they'll go out of their way to like here's your merch. Oh, cool. We're just going to buy it all. Like it was nuts, dude. The fandom or fan base in Tulsa is insane. And also the Vanguard is just a slapping like just amazing venue. Playing on
yeah,
like that big of a stage felt nice.
yeah, that shit was tight. But I don't know. I love small like backroom shows like Mass Movement. Like I love that. I love that kind of venue. When we played 523 Thompson and fucking Austin, like that's just a box with some speakers. You're on the floor. You're fucking 1 foot in front of the crowd. That shit is sick. I just shared the video of it a couple days ago. Like I love how small and compact that is. But I love a big venue. Don't get me wrong, dude.
Hmm.
Fucking the other Austin venue that we played at first night of tour was fucking. Was it Come and Take It Live? That place. That felt like a fucking rock star shit. Like it was sick. I want to
Hell
do it
yeah.
again. I want to go back there like so fucking bad.
I
It'd be
really I can't wait for us to get to the point to where like we can go out and do shows in like other states. Obviously now that ain't going to happen anytime soon, but like I definitely am super excited for that cuz I know cuz I used to we haven't done it as much lately cuz we've been writing and stuff, but I used to keep like a heavy eye on statistics of like who listens to us where cuz I know if I recall it might actually still be on my Spotify for artists. I think it was like Texas listens to us a lot. And then who else is it? It's
Texas
like
has a big metal scene,
yeah, they do. Let's see. I think
and it's not just metal. I mean, I'm just talking about like metal as a whole, like as in hardcore. Everything. Everything down there that's heavy is fucking heavy.
yeah, top cities: Oklahoma, Dallas, the Bronx, San Antonio, and San Pedro de la Plaza. So we got some in Chile.
Say it again.
uh, San Pedro de la Paz,
Say
as
it five
wide as
times.
as wide as I can say it.
Dude, say it 5 times fast.
San Pedro de la Paz. Oh wait, I got you. I got you.
There you go. Fucking
Yeah. Just
God. You just you remind me of Zach because like dude, he'll just fucking belt out with that shit out of nowhere. We'll be just sitting there having dinner and he just it's just like chill. We go to Walmart, the fucking aisle at Walmart, and his ass will fucking pop off with that shit.
Nah, dude. Used to have people who would like show me off to people because they're like, "Oh, my, I have this guy and he does this." He's like, "Do the thing." I was like, "All right,"
Do the
and
thing.
because that's like the easiest thing to pull off, and that's, "Oh my god, you sound like Satan." Oh my god. Like, yeah, you just do that thing with your tongue. Yeah.
You see something? What the fuck is that? That was amazing. Holy shit. Okay. Fuck, I'm baked. Hell yeah. David, if you're reading this, will you bring me one of the pre rolls? I love you. I need a lighter too. And a blue moon.
Hell yeah. Blue Moon baby, that's what's up. Blue Moon gang. But no, yeah. Like, oh, dude, our local scene has gotten so it's crazy because I didn't even know if I would ever be part of the scene. I mean, with Glasgow, it seemed like everything was gonna work out. Obviously, that kind of fell out. But I mean, we did the one show I played with them. It like was an amazing show. We played with, I believe it was the Faceless, Rings of Saturn, Last 10 Seconds, Veil of Nath, and then it was
I remember
another
that
band.
show.
Yeah.
That was right after the fucking the faceless guitarist, what's his name?
Oh god, dude, I don't even.
That's whenever that drama happened when the whole world found out about him fucking heroin addict and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Man, I've seen. I think I saw As I Lay Dying right before the whole Tam Lambesis wife killer workout. Good stuff happened. Oh
Fuck
my
man, fucking music, the fucking music world's fucking crazy.
dude.
Yeah,
It's
our scene is sick. Is very sick, and it's like we have a good group of people that like come to every show and shit. It's just it's not as big as other cities, and it's like I don't even care. Like
yeah. Honestly,
I'd rather play with my fucking homies in the city. Like
yeah, because like I don't like Oklahoma's got a really good scene. Honestly, I mean, I haven't really seen any drama honestly here, which is incredible because apparently everywhere else there's like a bunch of shit going on. Oh, that's gross. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean for there to be some public displays of affection.
anybody who knows me knows how much I fucking love my Emily.
Yeah. Anybody who has you on Facebook definitely knows that.
Who knows how much I love my Emily.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I have never met somebody who loves hard music as much as I do. She sends me shit sometimes. I'm like, okay, okay, that's fucking hard.
Yeah, that's
That's
that shit. That's that good shit. That's that. Give me the toilet bowl. Shit. Yeah.
the only thing that I don't know if she's, or I know that she's into it. I know she is, but like I don't know if she listens to it on her own. It's like hard to listen to like caveman shit.
Yeah.
Like
The Oonga boonga shit.
I love it. I listen to it fucking. I listen to it daily. Like I listen to diphenylchloroarsine, like encephaloectomy, cerebral incubation, fucking cephalotropsy. Dude, list goes on and on. I love anything like that, and worse the worse production, the better for me. Uh, honestly,
No.
it's the mix has to be shitty. We call it, or what does Joey call it? Shit slam. That's right.
Yeah, that's what I need to do, honestly. And I'll just
I
keep
want to fucking do a caveman riff song, and I want to have all my fucking homies do caveman vocals on them, even if that's not what they do. Like I just want them to do that. So
hell yeah, dude. I'm so down to do that. I'll just
yeah, that's it.
I'll literally only just say Oonga Boonga and just completely just keep doing it over and over the entire. Actually, that's what you should do. Just make it a caveman riff song, and then everybody only says Oonga Boonga, but in different like variations, and that's it.
I got your questions pulled up on here that you had sent me.
Yeah. So we already kind of covered the music scene. I guess what? Yeah. What got? How did you get more heavily involved within like the music industry as a whole?
I tried to play whenever I lived in Pauls Valley. I was the only person I knew and hung out with who played guitar. I had one friend from my childhood, Nathan Jackson. He used to come over. He'd bring his Gibson Les Paul. I had a fucking beat up Ibanez with one pickup and a Floyd. That's all I gave a fuck about. Playing through a 212 combo. I was playing heavy riffs. Nobody listened to music as heavy as I did, and I was like, I got to get out of here. So I went to Lawton and I met some musicians there. But that's not it's not just musicians that I've met there. Like I met my buddy Kramer. My buddy Kramer, me and him still talk all the fucking time. Like that's my dude that like we both follow like the same passion in like music production.
Mm,
And like that it just like it submerses our life, and that's what we want to do for a living. We don't want to fucking work regular jobs for the rest of our life. We want to do what we want to do.
I
But that's
feel
where I
that.
met Kevin. But this is back in the day when there was a band called Ahav Shalom. This is back in the days where like Ching Fest over in Altus used to take place. Like, it's a long time ago. This is where I met Kevin Reese, Anthony Clark, Tyler Mace, which goes by James Mace now. I've met so that's what started my introduction into Oklahoma City. So like I met them and they started a band called In Honor, and I was just it was heavy hardcore, and it was really heavy. And me and Kevin just kind of stayed friends, and like he became a person. Him and Kramer both like became people who like I knew were 100% genuine, and I would be dumb to lose them as a friend. Like they were just amazing people.
Yeah.
And so then eventually like Kevin got into music videos, and he's like, hey, I want to shoot some music videos. I'm like, shit, we'll pay you, let's do it together. And so that's like we weren't his first music video, but we were one of his first. And one of our videos is definitely the most viewed one that he has now, which is like over 100,000 views, which is really cool for YouTube, because it's like I never thought that shit
Yeah.
would ever get that high.
Dude, when I first saw, I think it was Mobilize, like video quality on that, I was like, holy shit, this is this is nice. Yeah,
Like I still think that fucking video, like dude, his work is so good. He never does anything terrible.
yeah.
Thinking about shooting a couple more music videos with him. I
Honestly,
know
we
that
thought about hitting him up for doing
you would
music
be
videos.
dumb, man. I'm just telling anybody locally, you would be dumb to try to go to anybody else. This guy, fucking yeah. One of the concepts of another video that we may or may not have just filmed is, dude, that boy has the setup now, and like he killed it. He kills it every single time, and every single time he gets better. And but
Oh yeah, no,
anyway,
and
I
that's
met all
definitely how it should be. Yeah.
I met all them, you know, and eventually they got to the point to where like fuck Lawton, just like everybody else, like fuck Lawton. Lawton sucks to try to be in a music scene down there. Like there's good people there. There really is good people there, and like I get that, but trying to start music down there, you're not gonna leave Lawton. And once I realized that, and I finally made the conscious decision, I'm moving to Oklahoma City. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I moved to the city, and I lived with my mom in her spare bedroom, me and the kid, and my ex at the time.
Hmm.
And I started going because I used to drive from Lawton, Oklahoma City, and going to shows all the time. And then they started having shows in Lawton. This is back when I lived there, but we had shows in a place called the Acoustic Rock Cafe. I can't remember what the. Anyways, it was hot. It was hot, and we had shows when it was like 115 degrees outside in fucking July. Like I've seen some amazing bands in there, dude. Kubla Khan back at like the Guilty Dog days and Colors release. The last 10 seconds of life, whenever
Storm
In
was in
Vivo
it.
Ex Vivo came out,
Mm.
when that came out, dude, like they were still playing Justice back then. Dude, oh my god. There's nothing scarier than the Stormstroke era of Last 10 and fucking like basement type shows. It was ungodly violent. Ungodly violent. That's where I got introduced to fucking moshing. Like, you know, whenever I was younger, I never really went to any shows and shit. Like I just the biggest thing I'd seen was like Slipknot. So when I
Yeah.
started going to more shows, I just became fucking fascinated with moshing, and just the harder the better. And there's a lot of people who like who disagree like with how hard you should mosh, but honestly, man, depending on the music, anything goes. I love it. Anyway, so I got introduced to all that shit, and then yeah, it took over my fucking mind. I just wanted to go to shows and mosh. I didn't give a fuck what band it was. I'd mosh to an acoustic set. I didn't give a fuck. Like, I just wanted to mosh, and it was stupid, ugly moshing. I feel like I'm a better mosher now that I'm grown up, and
Man,
I can do a cartwheel if I want to.
I've dislocated my leg like twice, so I always get scared to mosh nowadays. But like, listen, sometimes there will be that band that plays that like one sweet spot song. Like I think
Mhm.
I was at a Spite show and I was like, oh, man, I really shouldn't. I look I look like the dad that's just looking from afar, like, all right.
My nephews moshed at that show. It was
uh,
their first time moshing, and dude, they were so infatuated with Spite. Like it was the most proud moment. Me and Emily are just right there next to each other, like just looking at the kids. You know,
yeah.
we had Rock to the Rock show, and they're moshing, and we just looked at each other, just full of happiness. I was like, oh goodness.
Dude, I'll never forget when I discovered Spite. It was at the Revelations tour for Oceano, and it was Oceano, Aversion's Crown, Slaughter to Prevail, and I think there was another band, but it was Spite in it, and I didn't know who Spite was at the time. I was just like, this man barks. This man makes loud yelling noises. This sounds dope. This sounds
Where was
angry.
that?
This was at 89th. What's up?
I was there. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Hmm?
That was the
Oh,
show that got me into him.
7:30. What's up? Oh, I love you. Oh, oh, I did. I just didn't know what you were. Oh, I'm sorry. Please don't beat me. Okay. All right, I love you. All right.
I'm reading.
Any.
Hold on, I'm reading Preston's.
Oh, everybody's stuff in the chat. Which, by the way, thank you guys for being so interactive in the chat. We're just really in depth in conversation, so I'm trying to. I look at both things here. Come Coming out of it,
Shit.
yeah.
So I started coming up here to Oklahoma City more and like going to shows, but lived there. I finally decided to move to Oklahoma City, and I came up here. This was back whenever Brett, Josh, Jacob, and James were all in. God, I can't remember their fucking band name right now. The band that they were in a while back. Fuck, it's a Metal Gear Solid name. What is it?
Oh, like is it like Solid Snake or something?
No, no, no. Somebody needs to pop up with this in the fucking
Oh, I'm sure there's gonna be like that one
Foxhound.
dude.
So this is back when they were in Foxhound. It was whenever I first moved up here to Oklahoma City, and like that shit was sick. And I just like I was able to get. Thank you, Preston.
Yeah.
I was able to get straight into it, and like it was cool. And like I went up to Kevin at a show, and I was like, I moved up here, and he's like, fuck yeah, and I was like, I'm here. I want to do some shit. And
Kane.
so
Kane
I
said,
moved
"Come to Brazil."
who did
Kane.
on my way, cuz on my way to the motherland. Anyways,
Yeah, go
but
ahead.
yeah, I was talking to Zach Thomas at a show, and that's my boy. I haven't seen him in a while. Zach Thomas, I don't know if you're watching this, or you probably won't watch it, but I love you and I miss you. We should hang out soon. Anyways, so I seen Zach Thomas, and he introduced me to David, my baby boy David,
Hell
and
yeah.
it's just I locked eyes with David. He looked at me. I looked at him, and our hearts fell in love with each other. And it was just like it was like a beautiful, beautiful, non-sexual but kind of sexual, romantic friendship. I love
Ah,
that man.
hell yeah.
Like
Hell
I
yeah.
love him so much.
Dude,
And
he's such a
I got
sweetheart.
introduced to Austin Hiram, and Austin was like, "I'm moving, and I have a band." He's like, "They're called Aberrant Construct." Zach Smiley is our vocalist. I was like, the vocalist from Commotion Cordes? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, dude, I love that band. Like, I love that band. I was like, dude, fucking Mindset is my shit. Like, I listen to that shit like all the time. He's like, yeah, I'm in a band with him. He's like, but I'm leaving. I'm going to the Navy. He's like, I need somebody to replace me. And like, I was living at my mom's house at the time, and I was not mentally or financially in a spot to try to do anything. Like every day I was on the verge of like selling my rig to the pawn shop to try to get a house. Like I was just ready to get my own place, and so I passed that over, got my shit straight. I still went to shows and still talked to people and shit, but Ted Ted Tamayo joined Aberrant with David and Zach, and they were talking about getting another guitarist, and so then they hit me back up, and I was like, yeah, dude, I'd fucking totally be down to try out. And I had this house at the time. I had just gotten it. Yes, that was Gravewalker, not Aberrant. That was back in the Gravewalker days.
Oh, jeez.
Can't really stay. Just wanted to say I'm proud of you, homie. Big love, heart, hands, and shit. I love you,
Our
Preston.
hands and shit.
But so then I started jamming with them. Like first jam we had played. I had learned Monolith. I, yeah, I'm just gonna say Monolith because I don't remember the last part of the fucking long ass name. But I started playing that shit, and we played the first jam session, and then everybody's chilling, hanging out. Me and David played by ourselves, and I was like, "This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I want to riff with these boys." And yeah, it fucking it became into everything that I ever wanted.
Yeah, no, and I mean it's definitely worked out for you. I mean, clearly, like Aberrant's been super successful. I Strangled's been super successful. Now, I don't really know too much about Loathing Existence. Is that like a more like
I only play bass in that band, and I do like the mixing for it and shit.
okay.
Yeah, Ted joined Gravewalker right at the end, and then started it into Aberrant Construct. That's right. Thank you, Preston. Love you. But yeah, gotta go, fam. Love you and all. Love you, brother. But yeah, like, dude, writing with Ted was like, it was. I was finally like playing guitar with somebody who was hella good. Like I played with people who were hella good in the past, but like nobody. They would just get drunk and play really good, and they wouldn't
oh
remember their
my
shit.
oh my god. Oh, dude, I
I had to get out a lot, and dude, like that's all it was. Every time I tried to start a band, that's how it went. And I
that's
just,
oh, dude. There was a
I was,
band that I attempted to join back in the day, and it was all the way out in Enid, and I tried out, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're dope." And then the drummer was like, "Yeah, so I'm Aryan," and I was like, "Oh."
Like, bye,
I was just like, that that was one of the reasons. Other than that, like at the time, it was just that's too far of a drive for like, and I was like, I probably shouldn't
man. When I
really
lived
be
in
doing this.
Lawton, I used to drive an hour to practice, an hour back, and sometimes like I wouldn't get back home until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and like just like staying there and hanging out with friends who just played cool parts over and over again. But like
Yeah,
we never really sat down and wrote songs. I think we wrote like 3 songs together in 6 years that I was in bands in Lawton. Like I was in a lot of bands in Lawton too. Like I was
yeah,
in State of Damnation. Um, I had my own thing like 4 different times. And then me and my old drummer from State of Damnation, we started like 2 more bands outside of that. It was crazy. And then, I moved up here and got with Zach and them. And it was the first time that I sat down and I was able to write with musicians who listened to the same kind of music that I did.
yeah,
So like we fucking clicked, and like as soon as we fucking clicked, dude, that's whenever scaphism happened. That shit was my first step into actually trying to do a good job of mixing and mastering music.
yeah.
Like I
Like
was like,
Toxic King is still a jam. Like
it's cool. I can't listen
the
to it anymore.
video though, the video, I love you guys.
Thank you.
I love you
Jesse
guys.
shot that video. Jesse shot our music video. She's really good.
She is. She
Mm.
is. She is. But
Cody Knox. What happened to Strangled? Any new music
ah,
coming out?
yes, sweet, sweet. What happened to Strangle? I was waiting. I knew somebody was was gonna ask the question.
Well, I mean, I'll answer it.
All right. Yeah,
We sleep.
that's right.
That's me and Jacob just decided on that's what we were gonna say when people were like, "What happened?" Shit, Strangle's just asleep, waiting to wake up.
Hell yeah.
But when we wake up, it's gonna be like a fucking like pallet of bricks to the face. But
Oh
Strangled
yeah.
ain't the only one that might have new music. Aberrant is definitely writing, and
Yeah, I know. I've seen posts about that. That you guys are definitely
we
like
have
on
one
the
song that's
move.
already done. Me and Joey has riffed on a couple of ideas. Me, Mister, and Joey wrote 3 quarters of a song, and then me and Joey played it those 3 quarters and then wrote that last quarter. And so we have that one done. We have an idea for another one that is almost solid. Like I'm man, I know I love Strangled. Don't get me wrong. Like I love Strangled. It's definitely been the most successful thing I've done. But Aberrant's like, oh, man, like that early part of me that said I'm gonna start a band one day and I'm gonna write awesome music. That's what Aberrant is for
Yeah,
me.
it's basically your cornerstone, like essentially,
That's
or your
that's
catalyst.
the
Yeah.
band. I mean, Preston would disagree. Preston remembers my old band Arson that was just me. He always says it's 2020. Make Mychal Soto gent again, or write heavy gent again, and play 8 string guitar again. Like
Hell
I used to
yeah.
write like really groovy, heavy Meshuggah style stuff, and but it was cool. But I was just like, man, that's not what I want to play. And
Yeah.
then I played that first Slammerth with Ted, and it was fucking. That was it. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
What was your favorite show to play, main man friend? My favorite show to play, for Aberrant, it would be the Tulsa show with Ingested, and for Strangled, man, that home show from the end of tour was
Hey, we were at that show.
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
man. For Aberrant, I don't know, man. That you were that y'all played, but the fucking Whitechapel show, god
oh
damn, that was
dude, that was. I'm still baffled that we got that show.
I'm
Like,
happy y'all got that show. Y'all deserve that shit. That shit was like that was made for us. You know what I mean? For your band and my band, that was it. Like that was the show for like us to represent Oklahoma on that show.
yeah,
Like
dude.
and I
Uh,
think we both fucking killed it. Like I love watching Craig play drums. Like
dude,
he reminds me
people,
so much of watching David. It's I love their style, both of them.
so many people like talk to me about like, dude, Craig's an amazing drummer, and I'm like,
And
I
yeah,
know it's crazy to think that like he's also the vocalist of like a metalcore band, but he also is just a
that's
god
what
tier drummer.
I want to say the first time we actually talked to each other is whenever they opened for Norma Jean, maybe. And Like I was just like, this kid's really good for like this metalcore band. Even though that's not my kind of music, I appreciate
Mhm.
very well played and written music, and their music is very well written and played. Like
Oh yeah. Like Craig's so good. Like I love talking with him about like music, vocals, stuff like that. And I'll never forget how happy he looked when we played together, and it was with Rings of Saturn, I believe, or no, who was it? I think it was Rings. Yeah, I think we played a show with Rings. I think where it was me and Craig. It was some band, but the drummer of this band like complimented on them that like holy shit, like you're a really good drummer. And dude, Craig was so happy. I was just so happy for him. Like, oh my god. And then
I
just
love
like seeing people get excited and happy about like what you're doing, even if it's not even for yourself or just other people. I live for that shit. That's my serotonin, baby.
my serotonin is going to shows and seeing people like Craig and Brandon and Josh Croson and like all of my friends and then like all of my friends in the hardcore scene. Like that's my serotonin is going to the show and seeing my people. Like I love that. Dude, there's no other feeling than like being on stage and watching your best friends mosh to your music. And like anytime Strangle plays and Xavier's there, like he knows I'm watching him. Like better put out or like I mean we're gonna have words afterwards. But like he looks at me and he's just like, I'm gonna make you proud, Papa. I'll make you.
Hell
And he
yeah.
looks at me, just fucking. And then he goes off. That's my boy. And Kane too. He's just like, I'm gonna kill him for you, Papa.
Dude, shout outs to Kane though for becoming like the vocalist of a band. I'm super proud of that. That's dope.
Dude, I love Kane so much. And then we sat down and to record together for the agony stuff.
Mhm.
And like it was his first time. I knew he was nervous, so I told him I was just like, for your recording for your first time, just you come over, just me and you in the room together. I'll get dinner for us and everything. We can sit down and we'll do it together. And there's a lot of stuff Kane killed first take. For being a first time vocalist, he fucking killed it. And his lyrics are good.
Yeah, dude. That's always been like the thing I think I've grown the most in is like how I record cuz like I recorded the first 3 tracks I think of no, first 2 tracks of Zero Ophthalmia with Adam. And then after that though I was like, well, I kind of want to try and see about recording from home. And I did, and it came out all right. I think some of the songs could have been a lot better. I think Deviancy and Metamorphosis. I don't understand how Deviancy with the mix the way it was when we first put it out on Slam how it got 7K views. I really don't understand that.
Because
But
you're a good ass vocalist. I
oh
mean, this is just how it goes. Your vocalist is going to be the first popular person in your band. Always. Your vocalist has to have a good presence and very good fucking, talented vocals. Like you and Zach, like Aberrant would not be shit. We would have probably wrote a song together and probably never played together if it wasn't for Zach. That dude has like the best mind business wise, and he knows how to make it fun.
yeah,
And
and
like,
Zach actually is popping off right now, dude, with Evolved. He's like
dude,
utilizing the TikTok thing. He's utilizing just marketing in general. Like,
I'm so stoked for him. Like Zach, if you're watching this, I want my fucking evolved shirt. I will rip
yes.
it off of your fucking body and I will wear it, whether you're in it or not.
Wait, can we
I
get
want that shirt.
can we get Slam font Evolved shirts? That's what I want. I want
I'll get
Slam
one and
tees.
get 'em.
Yeah. I'll wear that shit.
Jackson Snyder will Strangled put out any merch soon. This is the only time I'm gonna say this, and I will never say this again. Strangled is gonna do another 48-hour sale. I'm not gonna tell you what fucking day, but it is gonna happen, and the new merch is fucking fire. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
I still wear that beanie, my guy. It's just
Oh boy,
yeah.
wait till you see, dude. It's fucking.
uh,
Anyway, so
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
about that.
But
Let's not talk about that. But I just want people to know that the fucking that the silence is for a reason, and
mhm.
I'm doing something completely different whenever it comes to this band.
Yeah, here. Actually, I'll just No, you're good. No biggie. We chillin'. I mean, I'm not baked. I wish I was, but My boy here is. I
Yes.
do think I want to touch on something, and I'll kind of mix it together. I think question wise, um, what has been the theme of like each band?
The theme,
Like the
whenever
theme of like
it comes
everything.
to
Yeah.
Aberrant, like at the very beginning, it was very, very like Zach told me. He was like, I don't want no demeaning message with my band. He's like, I want there to be a positive message for it.
Hmm.
And so, dude, I was completely on board, completely, and I still am. If anybody knows me and knows my personality, like that's just me and Zach. You know what I mean? Like we're just there's no reason to tear each other down.
Yeah.
And whenever it comes to Strangle, it was just like I was very mad
Yeah.
for like I wasn't the only one who was pissed at not just at a certain thing, just at the world. Just fucking shitty hands dealt in life sucks.
Yeah.
And Strangled was the message that like not just me, but all four of us wanted to get out. And it was like this ain't no fake shit. Like
Yeah.
we feel this real hate. Like
Yeah. You can end it.
those lyrics mean something, to Josh and Jacob. Like this ain't a gimmick.
Hmm.
And that's what I like. I think a lot of people have caught on to that. And like that's why they recognized that it was real. And I think that's why it got so popular. Like
Hmm.
but the thing is that that's not me fully as a person. I'm a positive person, and I try to stay positive, and I want to help as many people as I possibly can, and like that's why I love Aberrant so much, is because it's a positive message, and it has a positive message, and like it's
Yeah.
something new
Well.
that is not normal for
Mhm.
bands in this genre.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say it's really cool to see because it's hard sometimes to pull off some lyrics, or it's very like it's scary. I feel like because I know back when I've been in like Glasgow or like Let Me Be Zero, I tried to write to what the song sounded like instead of trying to write to what I wanted, and
Hey,
so you.
Can Aberrant have the old Glasgow Smile intro? I want to play that shit. I play that shit at practice. Like,
I mean, honestly, Mister started the project, so I'm sure he'll.
I love it. I miss seeing you guys, man. You guys were fucking dope. But I
Yeah.
will say, I do love Zero Ophthalmia. Like, that shit's fire, and it's nice. It's nice to like have a band like that here in Oklahoma, and like that's just like with my bands. Like, I just want to like put Oklahoma on the map for not just bands that I've done, just for good music in general.
Hmm.
Like I feel like Oklahoma has lacked unless you were into the underground hardcore stuff. And like then you're if you knew about the underground hardcore in Oklahoma, like whenever it comes to like bands like Shame, bands like Upright, back whenever In Honor was still a band, you know what I mean? Like Sledge
Hmm.
all the time. That and Omen, that band has always been heavy. All these bands, but they weren't, like really on the map
Yeah,
whenever it
nobody
came to
knew.
like stuff that we like watched and listened to. Like there was nothing like that on Slam Worldwide. I think there was a Sledge release and Omen released on it, but that was it.
Yeah.
But I just wanted us, I just wanted to be able to give Oklahoma some fucking, some heavy riffs.
Yeah, which
So
I always try to whenever I meet like new bands, I try to come off as like a like give insight because I know if honestly for the Xerophthálmia stuff when we first started it, I know that if I didn't put as much research into like looking at okay, here's where people enjoy deathcore. Okay, well here's where people have been listening to our music, and like learning how to market ourselves, boost if we need to like get a certain reach because Facebook zucks everything to death. Like,
but I'll tell you what, Zach is a marketing fucking genius.
yeah, I really need to like sit down and talk with him about that because I honestly I've really been actually there's something I want to ask you, but I'll ask you off stream.
Okay.
Um,
I know that Zach charges $30 an hour, but you have to send it to my PayPal because his bank account ain't set up yet. So you're just gonna have to send it to me. I hope he's watching this right now because every time he sends in the band chat, he's like, "Hell yeah, guys, we sold 15 shirts today. I'll be shipping these out soon." I was like, "Fuck yeah, where my cut?" I was like, "Where's my half?" I'm like, And he's like, oh, we got X amount of money in our fucking bank account. I'm like, fuck yeah, can you send me a fucking cashier's check? Like he is, dude. He's a fucking great person because he puts up with my fucking ignorance. Like, David, I know that you're on here. You fucking, too. Like, dude, like I. There's some stuff in our old band chat that would just fucking like get us in so much trouble. Me and David used to send random like pictures of ourselves, like,
Oh.
but it's like I said, it's all love. And poor Zach has had to put up with me for so long. I feel bad for him. I'm ready to give this man 10 albums because like I haven't given him very much music lately, and I want to give him 10 albums. He deserves it for putting up with my ignorance. Anyways, so
The nut picks apparently is what David said.
yep, he knows exactly what I'm talking. I think I wrote "fuck Zach" on one of my testicles one time and sent him a picture of it. David, find that picture and post it in the chat.
No, please God, I don't want to get zucked.
Don't you fucking do it.
Listen, deathcore music is hard, metal is hard, but nothing is more hard than Mark Zuckerberg. He'll destroy my soul.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah, I run that fucking. I'm an admin for the Slam Worldwide group. Me and like a bunch of fucking badass dudes. I'm just in a fucking chat with. I'm just like, hey, that's Matt's from Cranium. How you doing, man? Hey, who fuck left this in or some shit? I'm just like, oh fuck, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
But trying to fucking stay on top of all those posts and Slam Worldwide, dude. Like,
Oh my God.
Joseph Corrales, man. Like, I gotta give it to that dude. Like, he's a fucking beast whenever it comes to like taking care of his shit. And he got us to help him. Like try and stay on top of requests, stuff that's posted too much. Just all types of shit. Like,
Oh yeah, I know Larry Harper from the
Larry
White Bear
Harper's
Project.
fucking dope
Dude,
ass.
dude, he's such a good ass vocalist. Like super underrated.
What's
So,
his band called? The White Bear Project.
yeah, and then he has another one that's in works right now. Actually, I don't. I think they do
Super
have
badass
released.
band with Larry Harper in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, that man can do whistle screams out the wazoo. I don't understand how he does it.
I've
Sounds
heard Zach whistle
disgusting.
through his butt. I'm like,
Hell yeah.
wish he knew. Okay. All right, let's move on to the questions.
All right, let's see. So we mixed three of them. So I guess we can also kind of mix this. So for everything that you guys have wrote, whatever project, how has the process been for that? Has that been something where, because I know for Zero Ophthalmia, for example, I know I write lyrics, vocal pattern stuff. Craig writes his own drums. Adam basically starts like the catalyst of it, but John also writes, and like they mesh together, and then Patrick writes. Like everybody basically writes, and then it all comes together. So like, how is your guys' writing process for like those
For both bands,
projects?
for Aberrant and Strangled, and Loathing. Well, Loathing's a different story because I don't
You
write
don't
the.
actually, yeah.
But so for Aberrant and Strangled, honestly, the best shit comes whenever we're not trying and we're not trying to fucking actually write anything. It could be just me setting my amp, setting my tone up, and I'll come up with a cool riff just trying to find a good tone, and then like fucking Joey is superior drummer, and it just kind of creates. It's like, oh, this is what you should write. Like, this is a hard ass drum riff that's gonna go great for your like next idea that you don't know is coming yet. It's just with Joey, it happens without even realizing that it's fucking happening.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, Joey's so good. Oh my
I
god.
don't I don't have to say shit. Like, I'll just start playing a riff and he knows exactly what's hard, and he destroys it. Like, I've been friends with him since I recorded Loathing Existence whenever I first met them, like 3 years ago. Like, that's whenever I met Evan and Joey. Which, like, I need people to follow Evan and Joey's Facebook and all their music that they post. People do not fucking realize what goldmine fucking music is sitting on their Facebook walls. They write music all day long, dude. Any chance that they get, they fucking write music. They start a new band name. They write caveman shit. Every bit of it is fucking amazing. And then Joey learned how to fucking use Reaper, and he learned how to
Oh.
program drums, and it's over. Like, it's fucking over from there. Like, people don't realize there is no touching this boy whenever it comes to his mind now. Like he has the ADHD kind of mind for musicality. Like to writing music, it comes so perfect for him. So when we get together, stuff just accidentally happens and they turn into songs.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, Joseph asked a good question. How'd you all write Ferocity Part Two?
so here for Silience was music that I had started to write in between writing music for Scaphism. So those songs are actually pretty old. A couple of them are. And then one of them was just a video of me setting up a tone and recording myself. You know what I mean? So I could hear my tone on my way back to work and listen to what kind of fucking, like
Yeah.
change I make. Uh, and that's whenever Darkness Within started. That was the only song that I hadn't written prior. So whenever it
Okay.
came to Ferocity, Zach wrote lyrics for it.
Mhm.
No, it wasn't Ferocity. I don't know if Zach is on here or not, but I'm pretty sure it was on Evolving or one of our songs called Evolving something, Evolving Mindset, maybe. I don't fucking remember our own song names. Anyways, that was supposed to have Ben Dewar from fucking Shadow of Intent on it.
Oh.
We paid him for a feature for Scaphism, and then he couldn't do it. No, that was the artwork. Never mind. But anyway, so yeah, that's so Ben Dewar was supposed to be on it, but then he just hit us up, hey, I'm not gonna be able to do it anymore. Here's your money back, and just like randomly just sent the money back after not replying to Zach for a long ass mother.
Oh,
So
jeez.
we always knew we wanted another guest spot. You know, we wanted a guest spot on the fucking on Cillians. And dude, fucking Zach had the idea to get James Martin, and I was just like, dude from EGN. He was like, yeah. I was like, how do you know him? He's like, dude, they played a show in my backyard, and I was like, fuck, I love that. For Ferocity, I wrote my parts, and Jacob wrote his. I outlined the time slots, and we wrote our lyrics and came together.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah. That's
it went
how
well.
usually it goes. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's how it went. Like, I just remember them. I knew they were doing it, but like, I wasn't too like. I was excited about it. I knew it was gonna be good, but whenever he sent me a video of Jacob recording his parts, I was just like, this is gonna be monstrous. But whenever I got the files back for James Martin, though, I listened to those raw files by themselves through my car radio. Like before I
Okay.
even had a chance to put them in the song yet, I was just so excited. And fucking dude, James Martin from EGN is a fucking beast.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he said for Ferocity, he wrote his parts and Jacob wrote his. I
Yeah.
love the lyrics. I love both of their lyrics that they wrote for that song. It's love it.
This was
Yeah, that
pre-strangled.
was
Yeah. Okay.
that was whenever Strangled was still 762 and Jacob and Josh weren't in the band.
Oh, okay. So that evolved from 762. Okay.
That's how Strangled started was from 762. I had recorded Joey in Loathing Existence 3 years ago.
Mhm.
We stayed in touch because I recorded his projects. Any band that he was in, like I wanted to record him because I was like, this kid's good. Like I want to fucking record him and make his drum sound good. Like that's how I got better at
Mhm.
mixing drums was recording Joey 1,000 times. Dude, I don't even want to talk about how many times we recorded that first Strangled EP. He was sick of it. Like we recorded it 4 times. He re-recorded the drums 4 times for all of those songs because I
Jeez.
kept buying new stuff and needed to re-record it with better equipment and like he
Yeah.
was fucking sick of it. he I know he likes to play him and shit because like that was during the era of me and him writing together, and 762 is the thing. Fuck, what happened? I joined the band to help out for a show. It was Soto Slam Fest the first year. I played guitar for them at that show, and I was like, "Yo, let's do this again." And so we played a show together again, like 2 or 3 times, and then it was just like, "Yo, be in the band." And I was like, "All right, cool." So me and Joey started writing together, and we wrote half of the Strangled EP, like during 762 period.
Mhm.
So Ty, I think, was gonna quit on vocals because he just needed a rest. That's all it is. He needed a rest,
Yeah.
and so I called or Jacob called me because I recorded Jacob doing Cadaver's Contingency, this project that he did with this other dude. It's fucking phenomenal. This was before Strangled too. That was his first album recording vocals after Broken Flesh after he had left Broken Flesh. It was his first like vocal project, and he hit me up after we recorded that album. It's a full album, so we were together a lot. He recorded a lot of vocals with a lot of layers, so we were together a lot of times. And then eventually it got to the point to where he messaged me and was like, "I want to front a heavy band again." And I was like, "Hold that thought." I called Joey and I was like, "I got good news, I got bad news." He's like, "What's up?" I was like, "Which one you want first?" He's like, "Bad news." I was like, "Bad news. We need to put a bullet in 762 and just call it quits." Why? What's the good news? I was like, Jacob Mathis wants to front a band again. Fuck, are you serious? I was like, yeah, he wants to fucking front a band again. Who's gonna play bass? I don't know.
I
He's
know.
thinking about getting his brother. He was like, all right, let's do that. And so, we hit up the band chat. We're like, hey, let's just call it quits here. I was like, me and Joey are gonna go ahead and start this other new project. I was like, we're gonna call it Strangled. Jacob Mathis is in it. And like even Ty was like, dude, that's fucking tight. And so then me and Joey just started writing with Jacob, and then Josh started coming around, and then Strangle became a thing once it came time to record vocals, because everything else was up in the air up until you actually sit down and record the vocals to the songs. They're not set in stone yet. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So like once we recorded vocals together, then it was set in stone. It was like it became a thing, and then it became a thing, and it just kind of like
Yeah.
it was like the right level, like the right amount of like pissed that the world needed.
Oh yeah. Like it was definitely necessary. I know. Like for sleep, like I vibe with that shit so hard, dude. Like so hard. Because
Me
it's
too.
just like there's been a lot of shit that's just like gone on, and I feel like a lot of people's lives, and I feel like some people just aren't able to express themselves like in like that strong of a way without like some sort of like conduit, and I feel like that's a good conduit to do so. And like shit, I mean that's something I'm learning how to do now, like lyrically, is like because I used to think, oh well, maybe it's not a good idea to write like too much of how I feel on something or how like aggressively like, but then
Well, don't
like as I've heard just more of it like through either Strangled or just like a lot of just angry music lately, it's just like wow, you can really just write whatever you want. Like it really doesn't matter. Like
that's my goal. Like when I write music, I don't write filler riffs. I don't write filler parts for songs. It's
mhm.
get in, punch you in the face, write hard ass riffs, ride that shit out. Don't fucking care how long it takes. Fucking get in there, knock you in the teeth, get out. For both bands. Like that's why our songs are so short. Like I don't want to mess around with too much filler. And like filler is what makes more songs. Like I get that. But like for me, I want it to be the hardest thing ever or I'm not gonna release it. If I don't
Yeah,
think it's hard as fuck, like I'm not gonna release it. That's why it's so hard for me to write music lately. Like that and I've completely dove into mixing music. I want to make that my fucking career. Like I'm tired of being in the heat. I'm tired of sweating all the fucking time. I'm tired of dealing with the stress. Like even if it's stress I've caused to myself, like I don't want the anxiety anymore of fucking painting cars. Like I love my job and the people that I work with, but at the same time,
yeah. I f-
I just don't want to be in the fucking heat no more. Shit sucks.
yeah, dude. I definitely understand that. Like that's actually why I started really because I always recorded my own vocals and like I left a lot of mixing and stuff to other people, but like over the like years I've tried so hard to figure out okay, what do I need to do to like record myself better? How do I mix? How do I like master? I even bought like a Joey Sturgis master class on like
Hell yeah.
trying to learn on like how to better understand like the
I got you.
ideas behind production and
I signed up to URM, that thing that Joey Sturgis and E.L. Levy and Joel Wanasek have. Like that is what really has made me better at mixing it. Is by watching how all those dudes do it, why they do it, their thought process during it. So, but it's what's
okay.
really made me a lot better.
Yeah. No, dude, I honestly I honestly want to just do music stuff like for the rest of my life. And if I got to, either save up, find ways to like network harder than I've like networked before, like shadow people, whatever I got to do. Like I want to try and do it because I know I'm tired. I've been tired for a long time, and I just want to do something that one I can enjoy, and two can help out others. If I can produce music for people, help them record, mix, master, I want to do that. Like I genuinely want to do that. So, but that's kind of still in the works. I'm obviously still trying to work on stuff right now, but yeah,
I
no,
see.
man, I definitely get that sentiment of like I just want to do what I love.
Yeah, I
But
just that's all I want to do, and I want to get better at it. I want to
mhm.
get better at it as I go, and like I want to listen to something and be like, "That's sick." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
That's
want to be happy. I recently finally got to a point where like cuz I used to hate like recording my vocals because I would just hate everything I did. But now, I mean, I still record to myself most of the time, or I record by myself. I've recorded sometimes with people. I think for Arrakis, I recorded with Eric Springer of All Seems Lost, which cool dude, great band. All Seems Lost is great. I love them. But and it came out great, but I was just back to the thing of like, man, I really need to figure out like how to critique myself, but how to like not end up so mad at myself for not getting things right. Like
what it is
that's
all you need to do is learn how to EQ it and how to compress it,
yeah.
and then just trust that. Just know that you did a good performance and the EQ and compression is right,
Hmm.
and you and just feel more confident knowing that it's good now.
Yeah. That's been one of the harder things for sure to
Let
like
me get back to the questions.
yeah.
Now the band people have vastly been talking about is Strangled, but origin. I just said that. Does
Yeah.
everyone get Strangled write on their own and then bring it all together at a practice or jam session and then work from there? Like I said, we start the songs like me and Joey just by ourselves. A lot of the times, me and Joey will get 90% of the song written,
Hmm.
and then I send. It always it's always the same process. It starts from a video on my phone. It goes from a video on my phone to me sitting at the computer and recording only the riff. Me figuring out the tempo and doing terrible fucking programming, right? Just to be able to get the tempo right.
Hmm.
And then once that happens, I continuously like have the my recording rig in the living room is always set up. Like my living room is like the recording room now. So it is always set up to be able to record.
Hmm.
Just we have an idea, I need to get in there. Let me just fucking riff it out with you and we'll just do it like that, you know? And so me and Joey will do that. Josh and Jacob will come to practice, meet, we'll show the idea, and then they'll say, "Let's add this," or "This is sick," and let's just leave it as it is. And a lot of times it's one or the other. It was just like, let's add a couple things. But then 50% of the time it's just like that's perfect like it is. Let's just add a two-step here, and that's it. and like, and then they write lyrics, but it's never down the first recording take. Like we'll do two or three vocal recording sessions, and they'll refine it as they go. But Josh and Jacob write their own lyrics. They do not write for each other. And
Interesting.
every lyric that they say is like
Their
that comes.
own. That's actually really dope. I actually like that because I know for Moon Presence, which is doing really well. I didn't realize because like it's based off a game,
Yeah.
and but people like it. People love that shit apparently. Which I'm glad. But yeah, writing with somebody else who's also doing what you're doing is definitely it's an interesting experience. I definitely enjoy it. But yeah, no, I think that's just really neat that you guys or they both write from like their own perspective on things or what they're feeling, and then it just clashes
Usually,
together.
usually whenever the lyrics hit the internet after the music's released, then I'll know what their lyrics are. Like I don't.
Yeah, you're just like, well, this sounds like
It's not my thing. Like
yeah.
I don't know. Like lyrics are cool. You know what I mean? Like they're very important. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's like
But if it's executed bad, what's the
well, no, it's just it's not something that like yeah, if it's executed horribly, it's gonna cause me to not be able to listen to the music.
yeah.
But like, it's not a thing for me that I can write lyrics at all. Like, I
Mhm.
really cannot write lyrics at all. So it's not my thing at all. I'm like, I got complete trust in you, Zach. Jacob and Josh. I got complete trust in y'all guys. You don't have to ask me pointers because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna give you good pointers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you shitty pointers. So like,
I just make caveman riffs and I do mixing and
just do
mastering.
good. Just do
Yeah.
good. Zach every fucking idea that he comes with is fucking fire.
Yeah,
Fucking
Zach's
fire.
just dude. God, I'll never forget like seeing you guys for the first time, and I saw Zach because what I do, and I do this a lot, is I analyze people. I analyze mostly vocalists because I do vocals, and so
Yeah.
I'll notice like how they do things, everything like that, and just watching like Zach go off, I was just like, how the fuck does he have so much speed and stamina? And like,
Does he? You
dude.
ever see? You ever see him slap his own ass whenever he does his gutturals?
But I think to kind of mix, well, we're probably needing to get this closed up soon. But so there's only two questions left anyway. So I guess for any of these projects, I guess mostly Aberrant and Strangled, how has like this pandemic like affected you guys? Like, what has it caused you to like maybe have any realizations of things? Plan different strategies of things. Like, what's kind of been like the game plan on like any of
Strangled
that or
on. So it never once knocked Strangled off of its course. Like this has been the the way that Strangles were gonna go with or without a pandemic. Like you still wouldn't have heard shit from us.
oh
It would
yeah.
still, been a complete blackout. Like it still would have been like that for as long as it has, and until something comes later. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say when.
Yeah, no, we don't want to give too much away. But
Anyways, so but yeah, it hasn't knocked us off our course. But as far as Aberrant, like, dude, we're missing playing shows and we're missing
yeah.
being able to get together a lot more often and and write more music together. Like all of us have just kind of it's just been everybody's been kind of trying to take care of themselves right now. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, no, for sure. And I know there's a lot of like people who are trying to like plan on or not even plan, they've already acted on like how to best benefit bands or musicians as a whole try to like benefit or take advantage of like trying to work with this pandemic. Like I know a lot of people have done live streaming of band stuff. Actually tonight, I think Dance Gavin Dance is like doing a whole live stream of like a set and like they have a whole website for it and everything like that. Um yeah. um but like it's just like figuring out okay, instead of letting this set us back, how can we work with it? How can we still communicate and like get our stuff out there, still provide content for people,
yeah.
and just yeah, figuring
It's the
everything
social
out.
distancing thing. Not everybody has like a good video rig where they
Oh, for
live,
sure.
stuff like that. And we would just get together and try and do it here, but it's just, we all need to be cautious with each other and make sure that we don't get each other sick. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
yeah, because
but
that's definitely something that like I know I was super bummed and was like, man, I'm ready to hit that first show that hits us. But like after, and I think I talked with you about it a little bit, and it was just like kind of like yeah, it's probably not wise because like I feel like I don't know, like I'd be slightly undermining things. I don't want to do that, especially when I have a kid at home. Like I would be devastated, if anything happened, and I don't want to be the cause of that on my own end. And so like kind of reevaluating it, like I think for me personally, I just want to be more careful, I guess, of what shows I do play if we play any.
yeah, because see, Aberrant was going to play Bailey's show.
Oh, you you live? My man froze. Oh, oh no, Michael. Oh no. Um, can you? Oh well, I guess I was gonna ask if you could hear me. Let me. Oh, I can't hear him at all. No. Oh no, Michael. No. Right when we were getting close to the end, at least the frame it's stuck on is kind of neat. Let's see. Um, message him. You are frozen, my man. Huh. Mm-hmm. Good. Oh. Well, I guess I guess that's it, guys. Well, thank you thank you for coming. It was really cool talking with Mychal. Unless he just pops back up, which he might. I don't know if he pops back up by the time I guess I close this. Basically, I was just going to ask if oh, never mind. He's speaking on on here. Let me see what's going on. Send an invite again. Never mind, baby. We're still going. Let me so, oh god. Hold on, guys. Boop. Okay. Have to find them. Why is it not letting me? Hold on, guys. Let me. Oh yeah, you're seeing all the all the goods. Why is it not letting me? It's okay. We can end it. You sure, man? All right. Well, Mychal gave the go to, I guess, go ahead and end it. I appreciate you guys coming by and listen to us just chat. We'll definitely try to see if we can have more conversations in the future. Um, but yeah, dude's an awesome guy. I'm just glad that he was able to, just talk with me for a bit, just talk about his projects, just listening to him. It was great. It was honestly really great, and I can't wait to do it again. Next week, I believe we might be having one or two more of these. I'm not for sure yet. I'm still trying to get everything kind of scheduled out because I've still got work life, kids, everything like that. So I've still got to kind of plan things out, but might be having Chris Whited of 1776 recordings. I'm very excited about that. And then Feast of Antipathy and also Omens. So I guess three people technically, but or Skylar of Omens. Um, so we'll kind of see where we go with that. But again, thank you so much. Please check out Strangled, Aberrant, Loathing Existence. If you like what I do, like this page, subscribe or not subscribe, like or follow my Twitch. Check out Xerothalmia, Moon Presence. Um, and yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a good night and have a good weekend. Stay safe.